Jacob Elordi, the charismatic actor whose career has skyrocketed from teen dramas to prestige thrillers, has shared his candid thoughts on the public outcry surrounding one of the most talked-about moments in his 2023 film Saltburn. The scene in question, a raw, unflinching depiction where Barry Keoghan's character indulges in an act involving Jacob's bathwater, drew widespread shock and debate upon the movie's release. Jacob, now 28 and starring in the upcoming Frankenstein, expressed genuine surprise at the intensity of the response during a revealing podcast appearance. He posited that the fervor reveals deeper societal undercurrents of prudishness, a reluctance to confront the unvarnished edges of human desire in art. For Jacob, the scene's impact lies not in its explicitness but in the mirror it holds to contemporary sensibilities. He argued that cinema has long explored far more graphic territories, from visceral violence to psychological torment, yet this particular moment, a blend of voyeurism and taboo, elicits disproportionate discomfort. Comparing it to the ubiquity of true crime documentaries dominating streaming charts, Jacob highlighted a peculiar hypocrisy. These shows, often reveling in real-life atrocities like mutilation and loss, command massive viewership without similar backlash. The horrible joy derived from such content, he suggested, is more alarming than fictional indulgences, pointing to a cultural fascination with suffering over surreal fantasy. Saltburn, directed by the bold Emerald Fennell, thrives on this tension, using opulence and eccentricity to dissect class, privilege, and obsession. The bathtub sequence, set against the film's gothic grandeur, serves as a pivotal escalation, stripping away pretenses to expose raw vulnerability. Jacob viewed it as a piece of fiction with something just a little taboo, a deliberate provocation meant to unsettle and provoke thought. The way it makes people's skin crawl underscores an intriguing parallel: society's ease with sanitized narratives versus its aversion to unfiltered intimacy. In interviews, Jacob has consistently defended the film's boundary-pushing ethos, noting his excitement upon reading the script. Such scenes, rare in mainstream fare, offer a cathartic release, forcing audiences to confront discomfort head-on. Emerald Fennell's vision for Saltburn was unapologetic, weaving psychological intrigue with erotic undertones to critique inherited wealth's corrosive effects. Jacob's portrayal of Felix Catton, the aloof aristocrat, required a nuanced balance, charm masking detachment. The bathtub moment, though brief, crystallizes this, transforming a mundane act into a symbol of unchecked longing. Barry Keoghan's Oliver Quick, driven by envy and eros, crosses into the profane, heightening the film's exploration of power dynamics. Jacob appreciated how it exposes people, aligning with Fennell's intent to discomfort as a tool for revelation. Public reactions ranged from memes to moral panic, amplifying Saltburn's cultural footprint. Jacob found the discourse fascinating, a window into collective anxieties. In a lighter vein, he engaged with the phenomenon through humor, such as sniffing a Saltburn-inspired bathtub candle on late-night TV. Describing its scent as like a washing room, like detergent, he quipped about clean clothes over grimy intrigue, diffusing tension with wit. Yet, beneath the levity, he questioned the commercialization. "I want to know who's making the money," a nod to Hollywood's commodification of controversy. This scene's legacy extends to Jacob's career trajectory. Post-Saltburn, he's embraced roles demanding emotional range, from Euphoria's brooding Nate to Frankenstein's brooding monster. The film's notoriety boosted his profile, but Jacob credits its artistic risks for deeper resonance. He recalled the on-set atmosphere, professional yet charged, as key to authenticity. Fennell's direction encouraged immersion, ensuring the scene felt organic rather than exploitative. Broader implications ripple through cinema's evolving landscape. Jacob's comments critique a double standard. Explicit sex often faces scrutiny, while graphic violence passes unchallenged. Streaming's true crime boom, with its forensic details of horror, normalizes voyeurism under educational guise. Saltburn flips this, using fiction to interrogate why we consume darkness selectively. The gravesite scene, equally provocative, parallels the bathtub in its bodily intimacy, yet elicits less pearl-clutching, perhaps because death feels safer than desire. Jacob's prudish label isn't accusatory but observational, urging self-reflection. In an era of buttoned-up discourse, Saltburn's audacity feels revolutionary, echoing films like Eyes Wide Shut or Blue Velvet. Fennell's sophomore effort builds on promising young woman's satire, using excess to unmask hypocrisy. Jacob's Felix embodies this playful air whose bath becomes a site of subversion. Merchandise like the candle satirizes fandom's fixation, turning taboo into tchotchke. Jacob's jest about royalties highlights actors' peripheral role in such spin-offs, a savvy commentary on labor and spectacle. Yet he embraces the buzz, seeing it as validation of bold choices. Looking ahead, Jacob anticipates more boundary-testing projects. Frankenstein promises gothic depth, allowing exploration of monstrosity's humanity, echoing Saltburn's underbelly. His podcast insights reveal a thoughtful artist, attuned to culture's pulses. The bathtub scene, far from a stunt, catalyzes conversations on art's provocations. In essence, Jacob Elordi's reflections on Saltburn illuminate film's power to provoke and heal. By calling out prudery, he champions unfiltered storytelling, reminding us that true discomfort breeds growth. As audiences grapple with its echoes, Saltburn endures as a mirror, reflecting not just shock, but our shared, squirming humanity.